come in as it is alive, and I don't want to just start babbling before everyone's got here. So I'll have a drink. Got my little notes already. I'm gonna do this. So I'll just give it, like I say, I'll give everyone a chance to just come in. Just move that down there. That's where it is. I'd hidden it. Hi. Just letting people just arrive, so I don't look like I'm doing much right now. Because obviously I'm not. Hi Jamie, you alright darling? So I'm just giving everyone a chance to come in, and then we'll get chatting, because I've got progress on the blankets or blanket. It's going to be massive. And then I want to talk about projects that I want to do from the Granny Square collection, from the Simply Crochet magazine. I am not affiliated. I am not getting paid. It is not a paid production. I just simply like this magazine. Power out here all day. So thanks for the entertainment and company. Oh, bless you. That must be awful. No. At least you had things charged. I wouldn't have thought of having that. So we're all good there. So yeah. I want to talk about some projects I want to do from the magazine. Hi Kathleen. And about upcoming fibre videos. Hi Julie. You alright my darling? So yeah. Sorry, my eyes are a bit itchy. So we'll start with the blanket. This is the yarn that we've gone on to. I love it. It's gorgeous. Yes, I have spun it. Yes, I have got a big head. I love all my yarns. So this, we were doing small corner to corners, and then I just thought to myself, I need a big centerpiece. So I decided to do 100 by 100, thinking, oh, it's not that big. It's a lot bigger than what I thought. So let me just put a stitch marker on so I don't lose any stitches. I'll just pop that on there. Right, so this is what I've got so far. And like I said, I didn't expect 100 by 100 to be so long. So this is actually going to be the centerpiece. And what I'm going to do when I finish this, hopefully within the next day or so, because I'm on the decrease now. We've hit the decrease. We've changed colour again. And yeah, so what we're going to do once we've finished this is all these corner to corner small, these ones we've done, not the fancy ones. So not these ones, not the fancy patterned ones. They're not going to go in this. But all the 10 by 10s, I want the 10 by 10s. I don't even want the 6 by 6s. For this one, I want the 10 by 10s. So these ones as well will go around it. So what I'm going to do is these are going to go the opposite direction to whichever direction the middle's going, all the way around the massive blanket that I've got, and make it even bigger. So yeah, then it'll have a border to finish it off. That is the final plan for one of the blankets. Then I'm going to have a blanket of all fancy ones like these and this one, yeah. So the ones that have got a fancy pattern on, I'll go in a different blanket with their own little border and finished. Won't be as big as what I'm doing now, but this one is just going to be amazing. So yeah, like that one will be added to it because it's a 10x10, and I'm going to need, you'd think 10 each side, but I don't. I need 12 one side, 12 on other side, and 10 either side, because it's ever so slightly, you need them 2 extra ones at either corner just to make it a square. So yeah, I need 10, 20, 30, 44, no, yeah, 44 of these squares all together. Hi, who've I missed coming in? No one, right. That's all right then. So that is my plan for that blanket now. But yeah, I've just used random yarns, and I'm going to show you from the bottom, seeing as I've got, there we go, right. So that's where I started. And then this is the yarn that I'm trying to replicate, this one here, with the bat that I did on this week's video. So that's the yarn that I'm trying to replicate with that. And then there's this pretty one. You can't see it because it's not folded. There we go. That is another pretty one. I love it. And then this one, oh, it's just so sparkly. Look at that sparkle. It sparkles so well. And then I've got this little bit of deep purple, even though it looks like midnight blue. It is. So it's, oh, itchy nose. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Throw. So yeah, then it goes on to this pretty pink after that blue, and this, oh, I just love it. I love how it goes through the greens and the browns and the oranges, and yeah, look at that. I can't believe I've done these, and it looks like bought yarn. I'm so happy with myself. It's unreal. And then it goes into this one, this blue, all these purples, which I think looks like lavender fields. And then we're going into the deeper purples. So once I've done these, I need to pick another yarn to go with it. And I'll come up in a bit. Well, I'll do it before I go downstairs, obviously, because I need to get it up on the Swift and get it wrapped into a ball. They are bought yarns. You bought the fact. Well, that is very true. I didn't think of it like that, did I, Kathleen? No. Oh, that gold and green gold in it is fabulous. It is in it. It's like, where is it? I've added to that. I know exactly what I added to it. It were this stuff, and it's a copper on one side. Can you see it? And green on the other. Is that not just stunning? And that is what I added to the green fibre, and it's just like, wow, I love it. It's called Copper Fire, and I got it from Adelaide Walker's. Adelaide Walker, I don't know if you can see that. They're only 5 gram. I think I paid £2 odd for it. But yeah, oh, it's stunning. It really is. It's only consistent, Kathleen, because it became a bit of a mission of mine or should I say an obsession of mine, to get as fine as possible. And now that I've done it, I'm struggling to do anything thicker, which is why I'm challenging myself recently to just let go, because I have this problem with control. I once stayed up for 24 hours because I wanted to master the chain plying, and by the end of it I'd done it, and now I love chain ply. I just love it. You'll find majority of my yarns are chain plied. Very rare I do a 2-ply anymore, or a ply back, or 3 plies and stuff like that, because I'm too lazy and I get such a nice yarn from chain plying that yeah, I don't need to do more than I have to. Yeah, so yeah, I'm too lazy. So that is the plans for the blanket. So yeah, once that is finished, I will be adding all the wonderful corner to corners that I've made. I have got more downstairs because I did start after last week's live. I did start doing some more squares right through Monday as well, and I got quite a few done before I actually started this centerpiece. So yay, we've got quite a few downstairs that I didn't bring up to show you because I forgot them because I'm a numpty. Right, let's have a look at these. Hooray! Hi, Horizon. I wanted to say Horizon. I've also been spinning very fine for a while, and now that I want to spin thicker to crochet a sweater, it is going to be hard. It is hard, Lisa. I'll not deny it. Some people go right into it really easy, but me, no. I need to try and let go. Once thin yarn becomes your default, it's hard to go back to thicker to find. I find if I slow my treadle to a crawl, I spin thicker yarns. Oh, see, I knew what you meant by. That's a good idea, yes. I do need to slow my treadle because I do have, once again, a default treadle as well. I think that's why I spin so fine. But thing is, I slow my treadle down on Gwen because she overspins if I don't. And so I don't see why, if I'm not on Gwen, I can't well, actually, it's because Gwen's not a double treadle, is she? She's a single treadle. So maybe that's what. Maybe if I single treadle on my Kromsky, my Fantasia, or Lance, then I might get there. I must try chain ply more. It looks fab. Well, yours, it's mine. Well, I think that's meant to say, well, yours does. Cheers, Julie. You'll do well. I'm just one of those people that's just got to... I can't not have stuff perfect, if you know what I mean. I'm not being pig-headed. Hi, Wind Therapy. Oh, hi, Saul. I cannot chain ply. Get in a right middle muddle. That's fair enough. Yep, yours is ace, mine is... No, don't be daft. It is, if you can use it and it looks nice when you've used it, then that's all that matters. It doesn't have to look perfect before you use it. Because as I've found, yarns that I didn't think I'd like, hence this one, have turned out gorgeous once they've been worked up. I've got downstairs some yarns that I did right at the beginning of lockdown. I've used them because I didn't think I didn't like them, and I thought, well, Just use them, Sadie. They need using. You've made them. Use them. So I did. And they look really, really, really nice. So it don't matter what your yarn looks like, so long as it's usable. Bigger whirl and a pinch more fuzz in your draft. Sounds simple, but can be a challenge. I too am a thin default spinner. I've made myself a default fine spinner. It's my own fault. It really is. And that's because, well, I say that, but I spin so that once it's plied, technically it's between a fingering and a fingering weight and a DK weight. And that's perfect for me. Anywhere from between a 3.5mm up. And I usually stop at a 5mm with the ones that I've made. So anyway, we're coming off all this. Oh, sorry about that. A bit fast and far. I want to talk about Simply Crochet's magazine that's just come out this month called the Granny Square Collection. It's Ultimate Granny Square Collection. And in it, I've got 50 granny squares. So, all these. But as you all know, I cannot read a pattern. Well, I can read one, but when I follow it, it never turns out how it's supposed to turn out. So, I'm going to challenge myself. We're going to go through this, and first of all, I've already earmarked some that I want to do for when I've mastered the art of following a pattern. What I want to do is, I know I'm not bothered about views per se at this point. I want to do a set of crochet videos, but basically it's me learning and whoever wants to watch them learning with me. So I am going to teach myself how to read and follow a pattern through a video, even though I know the bit, I know what I'm doing, obviously, as you can see. I know what I'm doing, but I can't follow a pattern. So I can watch someone do it and it's easy. I can do it. I don't even have to watch it more than once. I can sit there, watch the video, not have the yarn, not have the hook, and go, right, I'm going to do that, and go off and do it. But I really need to learn, because there's so many nice patterns out there that I need to, I need to learn. Otherwise, I'll never be able to do all these pretty patterns that these wonderful people have designed for us to do. So, yeah, I thought if I start easy, we'll go through the book afterwards, and the magazine afterwards. I'm just going to get to the granny square part. Hang on. Not there, it's not there. We're nearly there. There we go. So, if I start by following these 50, oh, I can't fold it over like that. If I start by following these 50 squares that we've got, the easiest thing to do are a granny square. So if I start small and then say each video do one of these, and we all learn the terminology of English crochet, which I already know, but I do work in US terminology, so that's a good skill to have, I suppose. And then you can pick up most patterns, and so long as you know whether it's from UK or US or elsewhere, depending on what terms they use, you'll know how to read it, sort of. So yeah, I want to teach myself these little things. There's not much. I may just get all crappy acrylic that I've got lying around and just randomly, whatever I've got, pick the right pattern, obviously. so that you can see the bumblebee or the lion. But yeah, we've got ones like that called Looking Glass, Chrysanthemum, the Perfect with a little kitty arm, Meadow, Lisbon. Does that say Lisbon? I don't know if it does. I think it does. So yeah, that is my plan. So if I could do maybe one of those a week or one a month, not sure yet. I don't want to overdo myself because we all know what I'm like. But yeah, things that I can just, I want to go through them, basically. If I have to change the colours and it doesn't end up being an orange slice and it ends up being a lime slice or whatever, then that's what we'll do. So, yeah, that is the next plan after this. No, well, I don't think I'd do the animals right now. Because, don't get me wrong, they do look a bit daunting. So I'll probably pick these ones, the easier ones, if you know what I mean, like the orange. Because all that is changing colour a lot. That is more sewing on top than anything else. This bit's just a flower kind of thing, you know. But yeah, I will be picking out the easier ones. It's like I won't be doing pizza because that's making loads of tiny circles and cutting yarn, and there's loads of weaving in. That's my problem with some of these, weaving in. They might not even get woven in because they might not even get used. But yeah, they're what I'm thinking. Oh, I've missed some of these, right? I will what? Right. That is going to be really fun doing all the granny squares. Well, this is what I was thinking as well. Something nice. I will try to watch them and try to follow along. Well, if I can help you learn to crochet, then I will. I will go a lot slower than I usually do, just so that you can see what I'm doing as well, because I'm going to go a lot slower anyway, just because I've never done it. I can't really do it in front of a camera. It's weird. Anyway, I were reading. I didn't know there was a difference between US and UK crochet. Different terminology for single, double, treble. It just moves slightly. So what we call a single crochet is basically a slip stitch, or it used to be. Now we've changed it to a slip stitch. So then we go straight into the double, which is your single. And then we've got half treble, which is your treble. And then we've got the treble, which is your, our half treble is your double. Yeah, I've got it written down somewhere. It's hard work. I can't think right now. When I'm doing it, I can do it. But I do have it written down. So anyway, we're going back to this magazine. I'm going to get to the beginning. So in this, they've also got this bunting. Don't get me wrong, I like the squares, I like the triangles. They're cute. Yeah. But what do you use it for? Because all bunting I've ever seen is like that plastic stuff that gets put up and then thrown in the bin. And it's usually at a party or in the middle of a street. So what do you use it for? Is there any point to making it? I know people make it. I know people use it. But what do you use it for? That's my question. Not sure I want to do the animals. Oh yeah, we did that. I'd love to do that too. Cool, me too. Yay. They would be fun for a baby blanket, but don't need one of those right now. No, that is very true. But you can make your own, I suppose, or for someone else. Don't worry about spelling mistakes. I don't usually notice them. So long as you get roughly 3 or 4 of the right letters in the word, I can usually figure it out. I saw a gorgeous granny square called Lotus. Yes, I've done one of those. I do believe I've done one of those. And it's like that, and it has a bit and then a bit square. Yeah, I think I've done that one. I know the basics of crochet, but haven't done much in a while. Do you know, I haven't done it in a while either. Hi, Spinning Saga. Hello, don't forget the like and thumbs up. Oh, bless you. Yeah, don't forget your thumbs up. It does help the channel. And if you aren't subscribed and you're watching and you're enjoying this, please hit that subscribe button, because that also helps the channel. I am more a knitter, but I am getting hooked. Pardon the pun. No, it's all right. I will listen to a bit of a comedian. So everyone's probably heard this, but she was like, I do crochet. You know, like, it sounds really old. And she goes, so I feel like changing it up. So now I'm a hooker. Yeah, because she's hooking. And I found it quite entertaining. I'm not very good at telling jokes, so it probably went down like a lead balloon. Not to worry. We're all good. I've seen that sort of bunting used by van dwellers across the windshield as decor. Ah, so like, I don't mean to categorise people, but hippies and new age people and things like that. Do people use them in nurseries? I don't know. I crocheted for 30 years before I started knitting and spinning. My grandmother taught me at 5. Yes, well, I've been crocheting a lot longer than knitting and spinning. Also, I've even been spinning longer than I've been knitting, and that's saying so much. But my nan never actually taught me how to read patterns. She said she taught me how to do certain things and went, right, now you can make anything. And she went wrong. And that's because my nan only ever read knitting patterns, and I didn't want to knit. I wanted to crochet. And she could crochet, but she preferred knitting. So she taught me what she could and then sent me on my way. I started out as a weaver, then spinner, finally a knitter. Crochet is still foreign territory. Yes, my friend Wendy struggles with crochet as well. She's a knitter and a weaver also. I think you just got to get used to holding things in different ways. I think that's the problem. It's like, I cannot continental knit. To say I am a crocheter and I hold my yarn in this hand and my hook in this hand, when I go to knit, I actually do English style and I wrap it with my right hand. Whereas with my crochet, you'd think I'd be able to go from crochet to knitting and do continental. Not a chance. Not a chance. Give me old school knitting anytime. This continental stuff is just, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks quick. But wow, it's a pain in the ass to learn. And I'm right for that. I've got enough stuff I'm learning. So, yeah, I'm not. I'm not for that. I've seen people use bunting on shelves in kitchens. I've never done it because they would stink of it. But that's, yeah, no. We use bunting on our narrowboat. It's traditional. See, that, yeah, I can understand. That I can. Because, yeah, narrowboat. I love anything fibre arts. If it has yarn, I have to give it a go. Yep. Fibre addiction that hangs out with all you enablers. Yeah. I thought that were a given. I'm going to look at you like you're daft now, because we all know that's a given. We all enable each other. That's the whole point. Just like if I ever said, God forbid it, I'm going to give up spinning, I'd expect you lot to do my head in and say, what are you doing? And kick me into next week and sort my head out. Because that's what we're there for. Our doctors do recommend a high fibre diet. That is very true, Kathleen. That is very true. I said that to my husband once. He says, I eat more of your fluff than all else. I went, well, fibre's meant to be good for you. I only learned how to spin a year ago, entirely self-taught. So my sweetheart. But for me, I feel like it's a bit spiritual. I do believe I am channeling a bit of a past life, because it just, I've been looking all my life, as much as I love my crochet and I've been doing it forever, that I was missing something. And I'd been through glass engraving, jewellery making, crochet, knitting, I'd done drawing, I'd done making cards, quilling, you name it, I'd gone through it. And then one day I saw someone spinning, and something just went, yeah, that's what I'm meant to be doing. That's it. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I made my first, where is it? It's about somewhere. I made my first, what do you call it? Drop spindle. And I went out into the field and I picked wool and I dyed it. It was gross and it was horrible, the worst fibre I'd ever spun. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I bought a slither of roving and I dyed that purple and I spun that. And I looked at Chris and I went, I need a spinning wheel. I need one. Not, I want one. Not, I would like one. But I need one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've got 6 altogether. 2 I can't use because I took those 2 apart. One was Jackrabbit that I did start spinning on first. And he is on YouTube right at the beginning. And and I used him and another one to fix Gwen. So that's 3 with Gwen. And then I've got Lance, which is my Ashford Kiwi. Then I've got Apprentice, which is the Kromsky. And then I've got my eel wheel, Nano. So that, yeah, I've got 6 altogether. And if I get the other 2 fixed, I'll have 6 working ones instead of 4. That is bad. Oh dear. Oh, right, there we go. I started with a drop spindle and got an e-spinner, the Ashford e-spinner 3. Ooh, nice. Meditation therapy, yeah. Truth be told, we probably all have fur balls, but don't know it. Yeah. I've even got fur babies. I've got 2 of them. Absolutely agree about connecting to our past and the feeling spinning gives. It's special. It really is. And I just love it. I found it. Never want to give it up. Never. A spinner friend of mine was so desperate for fibre, she took to spinning dry lint. Yeah. If it works, it works. If people can spin cotton that's like this small, why can't you? As long as it's in lint. Me, I'd have, well, I'll show you. Hang on. Oh, I save all my bits. and eventually they'll get cut up really small, and I will use my dog brushes to make that back into fibre, because this is all my wool I've spun, I've done anything with. So yeah, all that will go into a bat at some point, but I will hand card it all open and it'll be back to fibre to be able to be spun and added. So anyway, back to these. There's the pillows, which I really like, but I'd have to buy some pillows and some fabric so that I could do the back and actually line it and do it properly, because this beautiful little one that I did, as much as cool as it is, yeah, it's been used and abused. I may even leave this on and just put a new cover on it, but the pillar's naffed. I need a new pillar, and I could do with making one that has a zip, and then we can take it off and change it and wash it. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing a new cushion cover, but I do believe I'm going to need some fabric as well, just to make sure it's lined properly and it can be washed. And I do believe I might have to buy, I hate saying this, some acrylic yarn. I hate it, but I don't want to use good, hard worked on yarn for cushions and things, because they do get ruined and they do get sat on and stuff like that. So yeah, there's also, it's showing me, what is it showing me? Something to do with circles. I'm assuming, what are they calling it? Cushion pad? Oh no, that's the other one. They're just calling it circles. I'm assuming it's meant to be a doily or something, you know, to put a potted plant on or whatever. That's pretty. I will at some point maybe try that one. This one's easy, even though it looks hard. It will be easy because you're just doing squares basically, and then just connecting them at the corners and in the middle there, and then putting a, yeah, that looks easy. I'd have to buy a lampshade though. Or we could do it as a mug cover, couldn't we? We'll see anyway. We'll see. So there's that one. That is pretty. I like that. Oh, it's meant to be a table runner. So a fancy centerpiece on your table. I really like that, but you've got to do it in cotton. I'd expect cotton would be better rather than wool. And I don't have any cotton. Never really crocheted with cotton. Times I've seen people use cotton, it's very splitty and it looks like it'd do my head in. So if I were to do this, it'd have to hang on the wall. And I think it'd look good on a wall. You know, you could have it either strung up from there and have it going, I don't know, weird. I am weird, but yeah, you could have it on the wall. You could even just pin it up in 4 points so it don't sag. But I think that'd look cool. But these, what I were on about, these squares. I like these, but I wouldn't use them as a bunting like this. I'm sorry, but I think that looks a mess. I don't like them. I would quite happily have these on their own or together, and the triangles together. Maybe the triangles in the middle of a blanket and then the squares make up the edge or something like that. I don't know. But I don't like it. I don't like how they've put it together. Apparently we can make little shoes as well. Like, I didn't know you could do stuff like that. Or I did, but the concept just doesn't wrap. Ah, that's why. because you need an actual spare flip-flop to rip apart. I can't be bothered with stuff like that. That's how lazy I am. I think that is cool, and I think it's cool that people can do it. Bye, Kathleen. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hi, creative design. You could make a bra with triangles. Yes, you could, but I'd never wear it, Julie. It really needs to be something that I could wear and show off. And I've got nothing to put in a bra. The kids made sure of that. Anyway, I do like this cardigan here. I like this part of the cardigan. I think these look daft. And I only say that because each one puffs out slightly, and that would irritate me to high heaven. So no, I couldn't. I like this portion, and I'd have to make the sleeves like this portion. I mean, by all means, if you like that, go ahead, but I can't cope with little bumpy bits. It'd be like wearing a duvet. Yeah, I couldn't do that. So these are proper cute. We can make some of these. Look at them. They're for babies. I've never, right, I can do amigurumi balls, you know, like with for a cat to play with, or for babies. But I've never actually made anything like this. So that's going to be fun. We need to make that, though. We do. I mean, look how cute it is. It's got a very heavy head and feet and hands, but it's very floppy in the middle. It's just what a baby needs. I think that is cool. And it does say easy grip for baby. But it is going to be one that we do over a few days. So we'd have to start with the rhino body, which is plain old, what do we call it? It's a granny square. That's what we're talking here, Sadie. We're talking granny squares. So yeah, we do 2 granny squares for the body. The legs, you start with, what do you do? So you must sew them together and then sew down on the legs. Yeah. So that bit and that bit there are that bit and that bit are the granny squares. Then you add down here for the legs. And then you add on for the feet. And then the head. Hi, June. I said, June from California. I thought you started at 2 p.m. Oops. I'm here now. Love watching you. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I wouldn't worry. You can always watch the replay. See, I like this, but I know fine well I'd get bored. And I know fine well I won't like it in the end, because it's one of them that just make you feel sick. It's cool as, but I'd have to change the colouring because already it's making my eyes hurt. So yeah, I would have to change up the colouring if I did it. But it takes forever and it wouldn't get done. That would get done. I mean, look at that. That is cool as. That one, you need to make that granny square. I mean, you can do it in whatever colours you want, really. And you make 16 of them. And then you put a single crochet border all the way around. And fasten off. Do a couple of rows at either end and add a fringe. How easy is that? And all I've done, I haven't actually read the pattern there. All I've done is I've read the make 16, looked at the pattern, I know I can do it. The border mentions double crochet for UK, which means single crochet for America. And then, yeah, fasten off. And then it shows the row 1 and row 2. And I'm assuming that's this bit at the bottom to add the fringe. This is my problem. This is why I need to learn to read a pattern properly. Which is why I intend to do it with all my wonderful pupils. This is cool. I could probably do that because I could cope with the granny square arms, if you know what I mean. I think that is kind of cool. I'll show a bigger picture of it. I do like that. That's it. And that does have all the instructions. So when I get better, obviously, not now, we'll do that. And I think this is proper cute. Don't think I will do it, but I do think it's cute. Right, I wouldn't use these colours. I think the colours are gaudy. But we'll start with Grandma and Grandpa. That is just cool. The colours are not me. I wouldn't put half of them colours together. I wouldn't put bright orange next to lilac. It's such a contrasting colour. And that bright pink is too much next to the green for my liking. Obviously, this person likes it, but that's my preference. I'm not all that good, so wait. Yeah, it's just a bit too much, yeah. I am in the middle of prepping for my first ever sweater spin. Biggest single spin project I have ever tried. I tried preparing that, still not finished it. Yeah, I still haven't done it. I've got one yarn spun, and that's it. And I've got like another 3 or 4 bats that I need to make. I've got it all there, ready together. And I started it. I just never finished it. It was too much. That's why I have so many unique yarns, because I get bored of spinning same colour. That's my problem. So yeah, I wouldn't mind trying Granny and Grandad at some point. I think they're cool. And that's what it looks like, fully open. I wouldn't have the tassels. Do you know, it reminds me very much so, right? And I know it's not, but of Weasley's Wizard Wheeze, you know, the colouring. I would so not together orange, purple, go. That's what that kind of reminds me of Harry Potter. Weasley's Wizard Wheeze. I have the fibres ready to card into bats, and 6 2-ounce bats carded, 10 more to go. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. It's good luck. Good luck. It does. I agree. That's quite nice. It's just your regular granny square, change on a regular basis. Just a little lap blanket, I think it's called. It's just a classic blanket. That's what they've called it, a classic blanket. What else? Right, we're coming up. Right, I've. That's what I want to make. There we go. I love that cushion. I love this ribbed bit here. I know it goes nice. And then we've got these flowers. That I do want to make. I've actually done that. And that's the back of the cushion or pillow. And that I would use on my bed. I think that is absolutely stunning. And the only thing I'd change, I think I'd make this bit the purple and the edging the white. That's the only bit I'd change, and maybe swap that bit around. So I still have the pink there, but have the petals as white and the purple as the edging. That is what one of the ones I want to make. I think it's just so pretty. And I think this is talking about doing all the, just doing a granny square a day and then putting it together at the end of the year. Yeah, she's just done little granny squares there and at the bottom. But that's just, like I said, talking about doing a granny square day and putting it together at the end of the year. I do like this scarf as well. It's a nice big chunky one. I think that'd be lovely and warm. I wouldn't necessarily choose those yarns because what they've used there is, that's a single ply, and I don't like the way it actually looks. It looks too loose. It doesn't look, so I'd have to use a plied yarn for that. But a lot of people like the, I want to make this as well. I think this is cool as, and I think I'd actually wear it. So that's another one I'd like to make. So yeah, we've got a few projects in line for next year. These will not be getting started this year. We've only got November and December to go, and I've still got my spinning videos to get done. I've got a few other things to get on with as well that we know I'm doing, and I have to concentrate on finishing them because otherwise they'll never get finished. As much as I like looking at all these, I need to make sure they get done. I do like this, but I'd have to change the colouring. I like how it's done, but I would have to change the colouring. Hiya, Gloria! I made a video of me carding the first bat. It is a hodgepodge of fibres, hoping that each bat with the same fibres but carded different ways will make it more interesting for me. Good lass. The 13 list. Yeah, that is, where have I put it? It's downstairs. I've actually already started putting ideas onto a playlist for myself off YouTube. And my first one I am going to film because we all need to know that I can do it for myself. We don't all need to know. Sadie needs to know for herself that she can actually finish a project. So yeah, I am actually going to finish it. I mean, film it. So it's going to be just a little pouch because I do have crystal stones lying around in my drawers and things that I've bought when I've been at the seaside and things, and I've never actually had pouches or anything to put them in, so they're just laid around in drawers. So I thought if I make a tiny little crochet pouch with a little drawstring closing, then yes, that'll be my first one. I will film it and I'll have somewhere to put my little stones. Woohoo! Or crystals, whatever you want to call them. I call them stones because they look more like stones. And I've always been one for picking up stones off beach as well. Pebbles, stones, whatever. But yeah, I do like this. I would change this colouring. Not my type of colouring. But that is the whole fantastic thing about fibre and crochet and knitting. You can enjoy, you can look at something and go, I like that. But I just need to change the colours. The colours that suit me or would suit someone else. But that is a nice, pretty pattern. The blue's nice, yeah. It's like a stonewash blue. But this would have been better as a hat or some gloves or something, but not. It's not me. But other people, like I said, everybody's preference is different. This is just mine. You don't have to like it. This is cool. If I had one, I would make one for it. I do not have a footstool or a poof. whatever you want to call it. But this would look absolutely stunning in someone's front room or bedroom. I think it is cool. And all you do is loads of squares and you put them all together and it just fits over like a little glove. That is, I love the colours as well. The colours work well. They're nice. They're just, and I think the grey works well because it makes them pop and they're not too gaudy and they work well together. I do like that one. Not my thing, but I don't see the point in wearing a hat. But, yeah, that hat. A granny square hat. I think it's 2 granny squares sewn together and a brim. The excitement, as you can see, is oozing out of me for this wonderful hat. Next one. This, except for I'd do it in black round the edge, not white. If not black, navy blue or a deep purple. And I think that'd look cool. You too. They were very desperate to design a granny hat. I do agree. I really do agree. I don't see the point in a hat that has so many holes that your head's still freaking cold. You put a hat on because your head's cold. But yeah, this is cool as. It'll never get done. I just like to think that I would. I'm going to look at it a lot and go, I like that. I'd change this. I'd change that. But I like that. I might make that. And then it'll stay there. But we've got ideas. That's all that matters. Ideas. Because it does look cool, doesn't it? If I had the time and patience, oh my word, I'd be dangerous. And then I thought, oh, this would be lovely to try, wouldn't it? It would keep you warm in the house. Well, yeah, there is that. I haven't got the patience to make so many squares. No, I'm same. I am exactly the same. Unless I get, like, this past week and a bit on a hyper-focused, I am going to do this, then it don't happen. But I do like this little bag. And I think it's cute. I might give it a go. I might not. But I still like looking at it and going, that is nice. That is nice. I get bored as well spinning saga. I really do. I'm awful. I'm terrible. I am. So this does say you will need some fabric to line it to make sure that you don't nick the inside with your keys or whatever, because you don't want to distort all that wonderful work that you've just done. So if you were to make this, you would need some fabric to line the inside of your bag. Then it's got this. I mean, anyone who likes thrifting, that kind of clothing, not me. I wouldn't get a jean jacket, rip the arms off and crochet some sleeves on. I haven't got, I'm not young. I'm not out there. I wouldn't have even asked her to put it on. If you know what I mean. If I saw that on in a shop, I wouldn't automatically go, ooh, I've got to try that on. I'd go over and go, ooh, that's crocheted. And that's about it, and then walk away. But, yeah, each to their own. Hi, you've made that huge, beautiful blanket and all those squares last week. You be crocheted that coat. Well, I probably could. I'm not hip enough for it. That's the word I was thinking of. I'm not hip. I just made it sound bad. So yeah, we know they've got the 50 squares. I'm not going to go through every 51 because we will be doing that at some point throughout next year. And then the book just tells us about all the things that we need to know, like joining squares and things like that. So the rest of the magazine's just boring about stuff I already know and how I would do stuff anyway. They're doing sewing seams, different ones and whatnot. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the flip through the Simply Crochet magazine, the ultimate granny square collection. Yeah. I'm already doing an ultimate granny square right now. I'm quite impressed with myself. I do say so myself. It has come to that time. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for having a gander. And if you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much, my darlings. I love you so much. And don't forget the thumbs up. Thummies! Thummies always help. And what was the other last thing? Oh, yeah. No matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there. And I will see you again next Saturday at 9 p.m. And I'll give you all big hugs. Mwah! Bye, my beautifuls.